Shawn Michaels kicked Randy Orton off a ambulance, so that's interesting. I would like to see how the story goes if it goes anywhere. I don't understand the story, but Shawn Michaels is back in WWE, and if you know anything about my opinion of wrestling, I think Shawn Michaels might very well be the best all-around wrestler of all time, and I've said this before. He's not the best looking, but he's good looking. He's not the best in ring guy, but he's good in the ring. He's not the best actor, but he's good. He's a good actor. He's a good talker. He's pretty much good at everything. There's not a great deal he's the best at, but he is good at everything. And if you look at every style of wrestling, brawler, high flyer, everything else, he's good at it. Maybe not the best, but good. He's probably the best all around wrestler the wrestling industry has ever seen. And Vince Russo has said something to that effect before. And he's kind of my idea of what a wrestler should be. Now, I know The Rock is vastly more popular than him, but I really do think Shawn Michaels is on a overall basis, he's the best. As far as The Rock goes, he actually endorsed Joe Biden today, and Rock in this country is like Santa Claus, Jesus, and Elvis. I mean, if The Rock comes out against you, this is my advice to Trump. You might want to change something you're doing. I mean, that's really, really bad for you. Because that is right up there with basic American iconoclast. Not a good thing. Moving forward, he nominated a woman for the Supreme Court. I guess that's supposed to be a good thing. Is Ruth Bader Ginsburg State, or however they say that. She was the first woman supposedly to do so, and in the way that she does. I don't know all the details. Again, I am a bit of a redneck. I don't know everything, but the point is, to the feminists, congratulations, you have a woman, and she's also really, really reaching to take your right to choose to have an abortion, and she wants that, and I'm sure she'll be against gay people and transgender people and a lot of other groups, and probably marijuana legalization and a lot of other things, because you have a woman and she's a Republican. So hits the issue with feminism and gender politics, not very intelligent. Beyond that, let's see what else is really to say about anything. Look, basically, if your body is ready to choose, consent should be the main issue. Whether it's genital mutilation of male children that is still legal in this country, circumcision that I don't like talking about, but that's one thing. Whether or not you want to smoke marijuana, what kind of smoke you want to inhale into your body, tobacco or weed. Basically, if a woman wants to have an abortion, as long as it's in the first 4 months. These are your rights. These are your things, as long as you consent. People 18 and over, especially, it's your rights. There's no one else's right to tell you what to do. And, that's the issue. And it's basically pro-human social democracy. And it's the same thing with helping poor people, helping the homeless. And we have totally sold those values and ideals out in this country. And we put capitalists into power. And it's very much similar to when they start using Gatorade, or they start using Gatorade in Idiocracy to water their plants and their crops. And the guys try and tell them, no, I come from a time when we used water, because over decades it had built up in the soil. And it's the same thing now. And now you see riots and poverty and coronavirus and wars and all kinds of weird shit going on, because we have built into our soul feminism and gender division and dehumanization of human beings. I think specifically males, but some people might say females. That's whatever you want to think. But the point is, dehumanization, feminism, capitalism, and religious fundamentalism. And it's destroying our culture and our people and our country and our world. And it's fucking us really, really bad in our environment. And the environment's fucked. And we have big time issues with environmental decline, destruction, and global warming. So for that and a number of other reasons, I just think that we need to return to basic pro-human social democracy and humanism and progressive values and progressivism and liberalism and liberal values. And I don't think capitalism is the liberator of free markets. I think it is the destroyer of free markets. And you need basic regulation of these markets. And you also need regulation of the super rich and taxing of the super rich. And if somebody thinks they have to make, say, $1 billion or especially $1 trillion to be happy, then I would, take their money and tell them, hey, get the fuck out, because that's absurd. What do you need? What do you want to build a Death Star? It's an absurd ideal. And I don't know. That's about all. But we need to try to make sure that a Democrat takes, again, male, female, black, white, or whatever else, gay, straight, transgender, Christian, Jewish, Muslim, atheists, Satanists, such as myself, whoever. We need to make sure that a Democrat takes the Supreme Court, and I hope that we can try to hold out on this motherfucker until after Biden is elected, because I do think Biden will win, because I think people are seeing through Trump's crooked shit, but it's getting really bad. And I just, other than maybe gun rights, I don't see why anyone would support a Republican. And even the gun rights is bullshit at this point, because without fucking question, you say you want gun rights to fight against Hitler, and I used to be like, well, I don't like Hitler, and I guess I'm gonna fight zombie Hitler. I don't even know what the hell I was thinking. But the point is, it's like, well, I'm against that, and I want to defend my rights and my Constitution. And it's like, then you take your fucking guns and you fight against the protesters trying to defend against the United States government and zombie Hitler. And Trump is orange Hitler, and it's a really bad deal. And we have to get rid of these Republican, fascist, Nazi, capitalist, rich, communist, fucking douchebag motherfuckers, and we have to get rid of them somehow. And we have to vote them out and vote Biden and his vice president, whoever the hell else. And we have to get rid of these motherfuckers. They're really fucking us over. And I don't know. That's all. Peace 666.